question that I have in mind is this. What do you guys do all the time? Tell me one activity you do every day. So you can say, I always. Yes. No, I want you to tell me your idea. What do you always do? Uh-huh. All right. Brush my teeth.
And dinner and dinner and
And you can say
after dinner
after meals.
after meal.
Okay? Would you please write this down? Could you please write this down? Okay. It's for Noah, because this is Noah's idea. So I always brush my teeth after meals. After meals. Meals mean breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Even late night dinner. Okay, and let's move on to Leo. What's going on, Leo? You keep yawning. Leo, what do you always do? Yeah? Yeah, I always? No. This is Noah's idea. I want a new and fresh, brand new idea from you. What do you always do? Yeah? You? Yeah, you always eat dinner
Dinner
at
at
home. That's good. I always eat dinner at home. All right? Good. How about usually? What does that mean, usually?
usually kakaki.
Yeah, you usually have lunch at school,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's try this. I usually
Usually
have lunch
have lunch
at school.
at school.
Good. Because you guys go to the same elementary school. You guys go to the same primary school, okay? So I usually have lunch at school. Please write it down.
Usually.
Usually. So first, we talked about what you do all the time, what you always do. And now we talked about what you usually do. And what about what do you sometimes do? Do you sometimes hang out with your friends after school? Hang out with. Like you go outside and play some stuff. Like play soccer, play hitchhike. No, no, is it? No, play, what is it? Hipscotch. Hopscotch. Kind of 오징어 game. Like a squid game thing. Oh, no, it's hopscotch. It's hopscotch. What do you usually do after school? Okay. I. Oh, no, no, no. We need to talk about it sometimes. I sometimes
Sometimes
hang out with
hang out with
my friends
my friends
after school.
after school.
Good. So what does this mean? Hang out with. You spend a certain amount of time doing fun stuff with your friends. So doing fun stuff. That's hanging out. So do you sometimes hang out with your friends after school?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Leo, try this. What do you sometimes do, Leo?
I
Uh-huh. Sometimes hang out with
my friend
my friends after school. Not all after school. Good. What about what do you never do? What do you never do?
I never.
Okay. I never
I never
drink
drink coffee
drink coffee.
before bed.
Oh yes. Wonderful idea. Perfect English. That's right. I never drink coffee.
I never drink coffee
That's good. Before bed.
before bed.
Perfect. Okay, now you guys also know this expression. Hardly. Say hardly.
Hardly.
I hardly.
I hardly.
Oops. I hardly
I hardly
read
read
books
books.
at home.
Talk.
That's really bad. What does that mean, guys? Hardly.
어렵다.
No, hardly.
청소해봐.
It's like in between sometimes and never. It's not never, but it's not sometimes. Hardly. It's almost never. Yes, hardly means almost never. You know, never, that means zero. 0%. Not at all. Do you drink coffee?
Yes.
No, you don't. You said you don't. You never drink coffee before bed. 0%. But what about hardly? Maybe 1% out of 100%. Okay?
Yeah.
So you never say that you do it like quite often. All right, so but I hardly
I hardly
read books
read books
at home.
at home.
Good. And then you guys did this thing too. The last one. Oh, okay. Let's do it right here. I
I
often
often
uh okay, I often forget
forget
sentences
sentences
for the 통문장.
for the
So what is often here? What's that mean? No, it's more than sometimes. It's more than sometimes, but less than usually.
Aha.
What is that?
Oh.
Yes, often. Right?
Okay.
So try it again. I often
I often
forget sentences
sentences
for the test.
for the test.
Yes, for the test. The sentence memory test.
Memory test.
Sentence memory test. You often forget sentence. You guys did today. You guys did make some mistakes when I interview guys. When I give you questions, guys. All right. Okay. Let's start with here. Number one. I always brush my teeth
brush my teeth
after meals.
after meals.
I always
I always
eat
eat
dinner at home. I always eat dinner at home. Leo, that's your sentence. How come you're not following me? I always eat dinner at home.
I
Yes, very simple.
I always
Uh-huh.
eat dinner at home.
Okay, good. And next, everybody. Usually. I usually
I usually
have lunch at school.
have lunch at school.
I usually
I usually
have lunch at school.
have lunch
Good.
at school.
I sometimes
I sometimes
hang out with my friends
hang out with my friends
after school.
after school.
Good. I never
I never
drink coffee
drink coffee
before bed.
before bed.
I hardly
I hardly
read books
read books
at home.
at home.
Like hard means 거의 안 해요. Yes, you don't read books at home. Which makes your mom probably mad. Leo? Leo, do you read books at home?
Yeah.
Really? Are you sure? And what about Noah? Do you read books at home?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Then I often
I often
forget sentences.
sentences.
Okay? Now, let me just show you some clues, and you have to complete the whole sentences. Here, it. Number one. I always,
Always.
and you need to complete this.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, let me just draw the
I always eat dinner
things like that.
at home.
And next,
Always eat dinner.
oops. I usually, okay,
Ding, 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 ding. Yes. Yes. Yes.
And next, I sometimes
Sometimes.
blah blah blah. And I never
Never.
blah blah blah. I hardly
Hardly.
blah blah blah. I often
Often.
blah blah blah. You get it?
Yes. Yes.
But these are called frequencies. 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 How frequently you do certain activities. I always blah blah blah. I usually blah blah blah. I sometimes blah blah blah. I never blah blah. I hardly blah. I often blah blah blah.
Alright.
Yeah. I always
Oh.
brush
Brush my teeth.
my teeth after
Or
meals. Good. What do you usually do? I usually have lunch at school. And I sometimes, what do you sometimes do? I sometimes hang out with friends when? After school. Nice. What do you never do? I never drink
drink
coffee
coffee
before
before
bed.
bed.
You do drink coffee before bed? That doesn't really help you fall asleep. Not good. And I hardly read books at home. I'm sorry to say this, but that's true. And I often
And I often
forget.
forget
Oh, I forgot it. Right? Sentences.
sentences at home.
No, for the test. A sentence memory test. Yes. Good.